see what's going on. Oh, the OnePlus Watch video. Let's check this out. Oh, please say it ain't so. Show that charger one more time. Hold on. Oh, no, it is. Oh, Lord. Oh, we gotta talk. YouTube. My name is CJ. This is CJ Unplugged. I am your smartwatch guru. Today we're getting straight to it, the OnePlus Watch. I'm gonna talk about two major things that you need to look out for. They may make this watch, it may have ruined it for me, but this OnePlus Watch is looking absolutely promising thus far. It looks good. It has great things on paper that they're talking about, but there are two big major concerns that I have. So I'm definitely here to warn you about these two possible major flaws, but also I want to inform you of some of the good things, some of the promising things that we see here as we near closer to the release date and the opportunity to purchase this here smartwatch. So let's get into those two things. I'm gonna talk about the first thing. This thing is crazy because today I decided to sit down and take a deeper look into the OnePlus Watch. You know, I'm trying to see what we're getting, want to look at the specs and everything, and they had a promo video. So I clicked the promo video and I'm watching. And then she goes and puts it on the charger and I see something, I'm like, ooh. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna see if they see it again, and she takes it off the charger and I see it. Now, this thing had two prongs or two dots on the charger. Let me explain. So on their website, they call it the 2 pogo pin charger. I'm gonna explain to you why this is a big disappointment. Now, if you look right here, this is the Samsung Galaxy Watch charger. And what's really great about it is it's smooth, meaning I can put it in any orientation as long as it makes the magnetic connection on the back or the rear of the smartwatch, I'm charging. But when you have two prongs or two areas of must contact, that can create a problem. Now, this is my first smartwatch I've ever picked up, and this is the Huawei watch. And this one had 4 little pins or prongs that were on the back of the watch and also on the charger, and you had to align those things or else it would not charge. And that's a big inconvenience. Like the way they advertise it in the video, you just hear like plop it down all, like it's not gonna be that way. Now, hopefully there's alignments and magnets to just make it be that way, but even if you look on the rear of the watch, the prongs are on the lower section of the watch. It's not even dead center, meaning your charger has to be facing a certain way so that the prongs can align. Now, right here, this is the TicWatch Pro. This one also has prongs on it. It has 4 of them, but it kind of has a way of guiding it with these two little, I don't know what you call these things, but yeah. And it kind of helps glide it in and helps it align. But on the OnePlus Watch charging system, I didn't see that. This is my biggest concern. When I saw that, I was kind of let down because it's unfortunate. You know, when you go to charge your watch, you're gonna have to be more careful. It's not gonna be just like especially if you're fresh off a workout and you just wanna throw it on the charger, you're gonna have to be very mindful of where you're placing it on the charger. Inconvenience. The second main concern that I have with this here smartwatch, which, I mean, I can't fault OnePlus, and I hope they do make a change in the future, but it's not iOS compatible. It's not iPhone compatible, at least now. Now, I heard that they're possibly gonna release or work on a release to be able to have it be compatible with iPhones, but you're cutting off an entire market. I carry an Android and I carry an iPhone, so I'll still be able to use it and be just fine. But the average user, they're either iPhone or Android. Now, most of these watches on my desk are either Android only, Apple only, and then we have the unicorn, which is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, which works on both platforms. Now, this is the motto that OnePlus needs to follow to have a successful Android smartwatch, in my opinion. Now, it looks like it's sporting Android Wear OS from what I've seen on some of these leaked videos and so forth, which is cool. You know, I've been away from Android Wear for a long time. It's time to rekindle that relationship and see what's up. Now, I will not lie. Let's talk about the good. Now, there are a couple of things that they're talking about in their advertising that are extremely promising. The big thing that we've seen is the battery life. Talking about up to 14 days. Now, you guys got to understand, up to 14 days. You're not getting 14-day battery. Even if you look right here on their website in the specs, when it talks about the battery life, it says the typical usage scenarios are decided based on the user's habits. So, you know, I always say battery is absolutely 100% subjective to the user. And that doesn't change when it comes to smartwatches. It's the same on smartphones, same on smartwatches, same on anything with a battery. Now it says 5 days if you're using the sleep tracking and blood oxygen monitoring. So the typical user who's gonna probably have those things turned on is gonna get 5 days. And then it says only 25 hours if you're using nonstop, I guess, exercise and GPS and stuff like that. Now this thing is also water resistant at 5 ATMs IP68, which is the same as the Galaxy Watch 3, typical to the Apple Watch. So it's gonna fit right in there. So those of you who are in the swimming sports and all that kind of stuff, you guys have no fear. This thing is supposed to handle those conditions. Oh, I forgot to mention when I talked about the battery, it's a 402 milliamp hour battery. This is a bigger battery than what's found inside of the Galaxy Watch 3, which I'm kind of salty about because Samsung was the battery king. And now we got OnePlus swooping in. On the topic of battery and going back to that topic of that horrendous charger, it does have that warp charging, which is super fire to be able to charge your smartphone extremely fast. One of my biggest complaints on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 is that it's kind of slow to charge in comparison to said competitor, the Apple Watch. But now we might have a new charging king, this warp charging on this OnePlus watch. So basically they advertise in 20 minutes you can have a fully charged smartwatch. And that's absolutely phenomenal. So this thing will be rocking 316L stainless steel, which I absolutely love. That's hyperallergenic, you know, rust proof, tarnish proof. That's what smartwatches should be made of, is that 316L stainless steel. Love it. We got to see what's on the back, if it's actually having glass on the lower end of the watch back here, or if it's going to be plastic. When they advertise the 316L stainless steel, we got to see what the extent of that, because previous Samsung watches were advertised as that with a plastic back. 1.39 inch AMOLED display. I would expect nothing less but AMOLED on a smartwatch. For internal memory, it looks like it's going at 4 gigabytes of internal memory that you can store music, so that way you can run off without your smartphone and still have access to some music to keep you going. Overall, this smartwatch is looking pretty promising on paper. We have to see as soon as it releases. You already know I'm gonna grab it, I'll unbox it, and I will report to you guys with my honest first impressions about this here OnePlus watch. The final thing that I just want to admire in this release, which is kind of unfortunate because I don't know if it's going to release on release date, is the cobalt color, the kind of goldish looking one with the green strap. That thing is beautiful. That thing is what I want on my wrist. I want a smartwatch that complements my jewelry, my swag, my style, my flow, my drip. So that cobalt, oh, is calling my name. They have yet to release the price or the release date, which I'm kind of annoyed with, because I'll get the regular one just to be able to report to you guys, you know, and be, you know, the smartwatch guru that you guys depend on me to be. But I really want the cobalt. OnePlus, that cobalt is fire, I won't even lie. Anyways, I know you guys are probably like, wow, after cooking them for their phone, yes, I kind of cooked them a little bit, but I had to call, you know, I have my, you know, I have my reserves about the OnePlus smartphone. But, you know, all in all, I've heard great things about it. It's just, you know, that pricing and what we're getting and everything. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen, I'll give you a little snippet of what I had to say. All right, let's see what's going on in the world of tech. Oh, 1069? Oh, OnePlus who? $1,069. No, we gotta talk. Yo, YouTube, what is going on? What is OnePlus thinking with this OnePlus 9 Pro at $1,069? Man, this is tech tea right here. It's about to get unplugged. This is my opinion. Let me just put this out there, but I'm about to talk about the OnePlus 9 Pro. It was just announced today, but it's missing some ingredients to classify it a true flagship. Now, I will be comparing it to the S21 Ultra and a couple other flagship smartphones, since it's considered a flagship. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I got some thoughts and some truth, and I want to help you guys out because I honestly, wholeheartedly feel like, for those of you who don't know, I love smartwatches. This is the Apple Watch Series 6 on my wrist. This is the Galaxy Watch 3 right here. I have the Galaxy Watch, I have the Gear S3 Frontier, Galaxy Watch Fit, Galaxy Watch this, I got TicWatch Pro, Huawei watches. I've tried to experience most of the major ones, at least the ones that have looked good to me and have, you know, anyways. So let's get it.
Any day could have been dead. High school price on my head. Paranoid lying in my bed. Pray to God they don't turn my shirt cherry red. I was lost, didn't know me. Introduced myself to codeine. 6 months was a dope fiend. Philly didn't even know things. There was a low me. Swear to God that what a old me. Everything you ever told me. Everything you ever showed me. I forgot it. Caused me drama.